welcome back to another Watch Me Work video. So that set that popped across your screen was my client's previous set. Now that hand was fully intact, however the other hand she had 3 repairs to do because the nails broke across the tip, and she went ahead and popped 2 off and we filed the other one off. Now as you guys can see, there was no damage to her natural nail place. We just took our time and remove the excess acrylic. So now I reapplied some tips and I'm going to shape it back into the almond shaped nails that she already has on. When I'm happy with the shape of the nail, I'm going to take my 99% alcohol on a lint-free wipe and I'm going to cleanse all the nails. Now for the nails that we're just going to fill, I'm going to apply the primer only where the new growth has been. And for the other 3 nails that we repaired, I'm going to apply my primer to the entire nail plate. So this nail is going to be a glitter fade nail. So as usual, I'm going in with a small bead of clear acrylic to protect my client's nail plate. And I'm going to wait for that to set before going in with my glitter. So while I'm waiting on that, I'm going into the pinky finger and the thumb. And I'm just applying a small bead to the cuticle area and blending it back into the old acrylic that was previously there. So those nails we're just going to fill. And for the other 2 nails that we actually did the repair on, 2 out of 3, I am going to be building up the entire acrylic extension. Now that acrylic has set, I'm going to start with this green and black glitter mix. Now I got this, I think, in friend mail or from a swap, but I can't remember from who because it doesn't have a label on it. So I'm going to just build this up and feed it into the back to the cuticle area, just to make sure that it looks nice and presentable. The client wanted a mix and match nail because this was her last set before she went out to work because her vacation has ended. And for the opposite hand, we are just going to fill those nails because she did have all her nails on. However, I did file down the pointer finger really nice and thin so that we can go in with our glitter mix. So now that glitter has dried, I'm going to encapsulate. I did file shape and buff off camera and I'll meet you right back. So for this mix and match set, here are the gel polishes that we'll be using. So I already went ahead and applied the full nail with the yellow and the full nail of white. So for this nail, I am going to be doing a deep V French tip. So we are only going to be covering the bare tip of the nail with this pink gel polish. and the majority of this nail is going to stay transparent. So I did 2 coats of this pink, curing in between each coat for 30 seconds, and when I was finished, all I did was went in with a crystal and placed it to the center of that V. So over the white, we're going to be doing a sort of a watercolored background, but we still want it to remain vibrant. So I did not tint down my gel polish, nor am I going to be using alcohol to give it a watercolored effect. I'm going to go in and dab my brush throughout the entire nail, making sure to blend each color into each other. When I do this motion, it creates that watercolor blended effect after I put the top coat on. So I did cure this before putting my top coat on, after I completed all the colors that I wanted on this nail.
Watch out! The floor is lava!
So on her thumb, I just added 1 tiny crystal to the center tip of that nail, and over this yellow nail, we are going to be doing a sort of a S shape, maybe, I don't know, with the rhinestones. And I am using my gem gel to hold my stones into place, making sure to clean up any excess gel that might have, you know, squeezed out underneath those rhinestones, because when you apply your top coat, you are going to see it if it's not neat and tidy. So you want it to be as neat as possible. And then I'm going to cure this for 60 seconds in my LED light, repeating the same process to her opposite hand. So back to our watercolor nail, I did go ahead and add my matte gel top coat and cure that before starting to do my drawing. And I love to do this because it gives me a smooth surface to draw on. So I'm using my black acrylic paints, and I'm doing a hand painted flower, if you have not guessed it as yet, to this nail. Now guys, I am looking for a good black gel to draw with. I don't want something that would leave the nail textured. I want something that would lie nice and flat but be nice and opaque. So if it is you have any suggestions, tell me in the comment section below of a nice gel that you've tried that works, okay? And I would be happy to give it a go. So that was it for this set, guys. All I did was apply my top coat and my cuticle oil, and she was popping. So I'll have a clip, of course, at the end of the video of the final product. And if you loved it as much as she did, go ahead and give me a big multicolored thumbs up, and don't forget to click that subscribe button if you're not yet subscribed. As always, I'd love for you guys to keep safe, and I'll see you soon.